Right, I'll try that again. Shall I? So, I can't see if I'm live or not at the moment. Oh dear, it's all going horribly wrong. Right, can you see me? I've got people watching, but I can't see the chat, which is very frustrating. Right. Right, well, okay, I'm not entirely sure what on earth I've done here, but I will try and go with it. I'm ever so sorry to say I can't see the chat, so let me just see if I can find my live. This is a bit nuisance. So I've had confirmation to say I'm live, but anyway, so yeah, this has really sort of mucked up my rhythm, would probably be the best way to explain it. So I'm ever so sorry. Let's see if that doesn't... That's my old live. Oh, hang on, it says I'm live there. Right, okay, so I'm not entirely sure what on earth's going on here, but I now have the live on my phone, basically, so I'm ever so sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I am live by the looks of it. So I appreciate that. So let me just go through the chat again. So Haunted Railway, hello John, Dave R, take two, yes we will take two. This is another thing that I need to talk about. Internet. So yeah, our current internet provider has been letting us down big time. So at the moment we're going to be swapping we're going to be swapping over internet providers and hopefully get some faster speed. So yeah, I am ever so sorry about this, guys. I'm not entirely sure what on earth is going on with my streaming software. Obviously I can see things aren't quite working. That's very laggy. But there we go. Right, so Peter Jackson, Cheadle Hef, try again. Hello again. You're live again. Thank you. Tim Muslin, good evening, mate. Sutton's back again. Yes, you're live. Woolsec Scenic, thank you. Hiya, how you doing? Dave R, Flyman Chairman 1, thanks for letting us know, mate. Obviously it's been a bit of a thing. Johnny Ward, good evening, mate. Hope you're well. Yeah, so, and oh, did I see Phil Morton? Yes, good evening, mate. Right. Yeah, I will try and do this. Obviously I'm having to look at my phone to get the live chat because for some reason it's not coming up on my screen. I have no idea what on earth is going on. In actual fact, can I get... Oh, I don't know what's going on. It's all gone horribly wrong. Am I still live? Oh, for goodness sake. Turn that down a bit, otherwise you'll all just hear me talking back to you. I do not know what's going on here. It says I'm live. Oh, hang on a minute. Okay, even more intriguing. Right, let me try it that way then. I'm obviously still live. I can comment on my own video. Okay. It's all good this side. 1080 available. 720 is good too. Sounds good. I don't know. Right, so yeah, I've got the chat back anyway, so I can turn my phone off. Well, just put it to one side. 28 in. Sounds like trouble. Yeah, definitely trouble. TS Railways. It's not good. Dodgy internet, dodgy streaming software. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Well, funny that I pretty much had to do that to get it back up. Right, anyway. Right, sorry. So, right, let me get back into my rhythm. Let me get back into my stride of things. It's really interrupting when this sort of thing happens. But anyway, I'll try and deal with the chat as much as I can. So I do apologise if I don't see your comment in the chat. But anyway, I was talking about Hamburg. So we went the first day to Hamburg, and obviously had to go and see Miniature Wonderland. Took the wife to go and see Miniature Wonderland. She enjoyed it that much that we ended up going for a second day. That's just how much she loved it. So yeah, I completely blown away by her reaction. I wanted to see just what her reaction was going to be like. I didn't expect it to be that great, if I'm honest. I thought she'd enjoy it, but I didn't think she'd enjoy it that much. So yeah, she loved it. So yes, Hamburg, Miniature Wonderland. If you haven't been, highly recommend it. Scale of modelling just blows your mind. Makes me feel very inferior, inadequate. I've built this little railway kind of thing here, but the stuff they have over there just blows your mind. It's insane. So the second day we went, basically there was a lot of problems. Now usually when you go, I don't normally see anyone. I don't see any problems or anything like that. I don't see any problems or anything going wrong or anything like this. So it makes you think, oh, it's a wonderful railway and all this sort of stuff. But anyway, on the Friday when we went, was it the Friday? I can't remember now. So long ago. There was lots of little gremlins going on. Trains derailing, trains crashing into the back of one another, trains splitting the points. So one half of the train went one way, the other half went up the other side and all this sort of stuff. Anyway, so I kind of ended up talking to this one guy who was running around all over the place, checking everything. So yeah, Clyde Bridge Station there, just a big quick comment there. So basically 32 watching, only 3 likes. Do hit that thumbs up, guys. It really does appreciate it. And as I'm having a really naff evening with the internet and stuff, that would be a massive help, so thank you. Flymo, it's like that you've gone too much effort for your layout. Yes. Wow. I mean, there's years and years of work on that layout, but it's astonishing. But anyway, got talking to this one guy, ended up helping him re-rail 2 very, very long trains as well. And he sort of came... always when somebody's watching. Yes, definitely, indeed, Johnny. So yeah, there's lots of people watching, so what's the excuse there? So that must have been why there were so many multiple derailments. But anyway, the guy came round into the sort of public side, and he sort of tapped on my shoulder because I was watching the layout and all this sort of stuff, and he sort of said, oh, do you want to come and sort of control the trains and drive the trains and everything? And I was just like, yeah, 100%, yes, well up for this, yeah, definitely. So basically got led, sounds really peculiar, doesn't it? But basically got led into a doorway under a hillside. And in this doorway, there's like a little control centre under there. So yeah, basically ended up having a quick play with Miniature Wonderland and controlling some trains at Miniature Wonderland, which was epic. It was just crazy. Yeah, it was mental. It blew my mind. It was absolutely awesome. So yeah, definitely go check it out. Miniature Wonderland, great place. They even do evening tours as well, so you can go in there between sort of, I think it's 8 o'clock in the evening till something like 1 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, my wife's already basically said to me that we're going back for a weekend, and we're definitely going to do that evening thing. And it's just like, what? This is my wife telling me it, not me. This is my wife telling me this. It's It's mad. That's so cool. So my wife wants to go back to miniature Wonderland. I haven't put her off model railways at all. That's crazy. But anyway, so came back off holiday. Some of you guys, I've obviously seen a comment in the Guru of Sound and all this sort of stuff. But some of you guys obviously already know this. We came back and basically I did my last week at Rails of Sheffield. So yeah, basically at the start of February, I handed in my notice. The personal reasons, I'm not going to divulge into them or anything like this, but basically I handed in my notice with Rails of Sheffield, and I was all set up, ready to go, and all this sort of stuff. Set up to go to. I was actually going to do work for signalling engineering, actually, for the real railways. Funny enough. And of course, you know, you have one conversation, you end up talking to one person, and they talk to another person, and so on and so forth. And then all of a sudden, one evening, this is after I handed in my notice, and I'd already set up to go do signalling engineering and all this sort of stuff. And lo and behold, I get a phone call, basically saying, give this chap a call, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, gave that chap a call. Ended up going for a meeting. Went for a meeting that weekend and all this sort of stuff. It all sounded great, all sounded brilliant and all this sort of stuff. So I went back into Rails and I had the conversation and said this has come about off the back of this and so on and so forth. They were incredibly understanding, incredibly great people, all this sort of stuff. I can't say a bad thing about Rails, about all this. You know, they've been fabulous. All the people there are wonderful. You know, they're really supportive, really caring and all this sort of stuff. Keep in touch, you know, come and say hello, you know, doors always open, that kind of thing. So absolutely great. Absolutely great, to be honest. So yeah, so I left Rails. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail or anything like this, but as some of you know, I've gone. I am now working for Ellis Clark Trains, basically. So it's certainly better than project managing, longing to get back to design. Just well, I say signalling engineering. It was just electronics, looking after the electronics for him, Johnny. So basically just call out to basically say this has gone down, this is playing up, a certain signal, a certain level crossing has packed up and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, but anyway, I dodged a bullet there is all I'm going to say, because I didn't want to do shift work. I didn't want to do on call in the middle of the night and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm quite happy about all that, etc. So yeah, basically I have gone to work for Ellis Clark Trains. I've gone there as a DCC specialist, but I'm going to be doing some work on new projects as well. So I'm very excited about that. Congratulations on the new job. Thank you very much. So yeah, so we had that all confirmed and all this sort of stuff, and my official start date was the 4th of March, which was Monday, just gone. Now, in the midst of all this happening, etc., so my last day with Rails of Sheffield was the 29th. Okay, Thursday the 29th. Because Friday the 1st, let me just check I am on the right dates, to be honest. Yeah, Friday the 1st, I had to go pick a van up. Now, not something I normally do, but basically, I took both of my exhibition layouts to an exhibition. The Keighley Model Railway exhibition, actually. Now, as I said, it's not something I normally do. Usually I take my car and I've put one of those layouts in the back of the car, no problems at all. But because I had the two layouts, I had to go and basically go and get a van and all this sort of stuff. So we had a fun weekend away. Me and the wife jumped in the van with everything loaded in the back and all this sort of stuff, and off we tootled all the way up to Keighley, and basically had a fab weekend at the exhibition. Now, Really good show, really good venue. It was in a garden centre actually, so the sort of the greenhouses that were used for sort of like potting and all this sort of stuff, basically they're not used that sort of time of year. So it was a case of don't mention the hotel. I'll get to that in a minute, Johnny. But basically we had basically a greenhouse. We were in a greenhouse. Now I'm not going to lie, the Friday night setting up, it was freezing. It was so cold. It was very, very Baltic cold. It was absolutely horrendous. So yeah, we set up on the Friday night and all this sort of stuff. Do you know what? There's so many people mentioning the hotel now. They're going to give it away in a second. So I had Mark Andrews. Good evening, mate. Really good to see you in the chat, mate. Just do us a favour, all. Just hit the like button because I'm only seeing 6 likes there. I don't know if that's me. Look, I can actually go and give myself a like. Look, I've given myself 7 likes now. How funny is that? But yeah, so we set up both layouts, all this sort of stuff. Lovely venue and all this sort of stuff. Was freezing cold on the Friday night. So yeah. Now the original intention was Mr. New Junction, if he's still in the chat. He was going to be coming to operate one of the layouts, and another person in the chat there, Phil Morton, he was going to be coming and operating the layout as well. So me and my wife are going to do one layout, and then Phil and New Junction, Richard, were going to do another layout. However, Richard had work commitments, all this sort of stuff, so basically he didn't come up. 21 likes here. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so it's clearly not working quite correctly still. Never mind, doesn't matter. We'll carry on the way we're going. Lots of internet problems. Hopefully it's got sorted now. But anyway, so pack up, get everything sorted, like this sort of thing. I'm in the van, park the van in the compound, and Phil very kindly gives us a lift to the hotel in his rather nice Jag, actually, an I-Pace, I think it was called. But yeah, lovely car, really cool. In the sense that he'd already had it warming or heating itself up before we got in it, so we got in the car and it was nice and toasty already. So yeah, that's a really cool feature, actually. I was really impressed with that. I was also quite impressed when he hoofed it off a roundabout as well. That definitely moves for an over 2-ton car. So that was quite impressive. And my wife just sat there in the passenger seat giggling her head off, actually. So she obviously liked it too. We get to the hotel. So we get there, excellent, like this sort of thing, go in, like this sort of thing, layout name, like this sort of thing, okay, we're Halland, Byway, all this sort of stuff. So there's a double room for me and the wife, like that sort of thing. Phil goes up, like this sort of thing, oh, I'm the other part of the booking, like this sort of thing, and there's no room for Phil. So it was a bit like, oh dear, something's gone horribly wrong here. So there was a bit of a mix-up in the rooms, etc. So unfortunately Phil had to go for a little drive to another hotel. Now hindsight's a wonderful thing here, because he really did gloat to us the following morning. So Phil's gone, he's gone to a different hotel, all this sort of stuff. Premier Inn, woo, very nice, very swanky, all nice hot breakfast in the morning, all this sort of stuff. And while we're on the subject of hot water. So we got to this hotel and the entire hotel had no running hot water. And it was just, it was horrible. So, yeah. So we had a horrible night in the hotel with no hot water. We kept boiling kettles, actually, and having to do horrible sink washes, etc. So yeah, it wasn't very good. In the middle of Bradford, yeah, so Phil did have a bit of a journey, but yeah, at least he had hot water and a hot breakfast as well, because we got breakfast boxes. I mean, come on, you know, a box with like some cereal and some dehydrated milk, the carton milk stuff, whatever it is. Worked out well for Phil. Yeah, it really did work out well for Phil. So anyway, But anyway, we meal and food and all this sort of stuff and everything. So yeah, we were relatively okay. Anyway, there was a nice cafe on site as well. So my wife, who's gluten free, she managed to get some good food from there as well and all this sort of stuff. But yeah, we came back on the Saturday night as well after the exhibition. We had a long, tiring day and all this sort of stuff. You just want to get in a hot shower and get out and get some food and all this sort of stuff. Got told when we walked back in, yes, we've got hot water again. Well, it was kind of sort of lukewarm water, but we kind of braved it and kind of tried to have sort of semi-warm shower. It was not even warm really. It was just sort of room temperature water, that kind of thing. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, get up the next morning on Sunday morning and lo and behold, stone cold water. And when I say stone cold, I mean it was stone cold, ice cold, sorry, is the word I'm looking for. So yeah, not great. But in the midst of all this, I decided that I was going to stop on the Sunday night because it didn't make sense for me to come all the way back to go all the way to Skipton in the morning. So what I did on the Sunday morning was I basically said to them, we need to basically move hotel, because I'm sorry, I'm starting my first day at a new job. I don't want to turn up in the office smelling of a weekend. Not that I smelt bad or anything like this. I just wanted to have a decent shower, bath, whatever, just so I could turn up feeling a bit refreshed and all this sort of stuff after a long weekend. So anyway, it worked out in our favour anyway. The hotel moved us to the Skipton branch. So we were literally on the doorstep of basically my start of the new job. So Monday morning, bright and breezy, go in. And basically I officially started with Ellis Clark Trains. So yeah, as I said earlier, guys, I'm doing DCC. I'm DCC specialist for them. I'm doing a lot of work on new projects, etc. So yeah, it was pretty good. So yeah, all turned out good in the end, etc. But yeah, so ECT, wow, I mean, just what and this is the other thing. Obviously, a lot of you are now thinking, well, hang on a minute, isn't Skipton quite far from where you live? Yes, it is. But the beauty part is I get to work from home. So yeah, I'm working from home. I'm working remotely and all this sort of stuff, and it's strange. It's very strange, to be honest. I hope you got a refund for the inconvenience. Well, Flymo, it was actually the Keighley club that booked us in for the hotel, basically. So yeah, basically they've gone and sorted it out, the refund, etc. We had the rooms provided for us, basically. But yeah, so I've been working from home this week. It's been very interesting. It's not what I'm used to. So it is a little bit strange. Sorry, I got that Black 5 going off in the background there. Do you know what? I'll tell you what, I'll turn that off a minute just while I'm talking, because it is crazy. Right, I'll turn that off a minute. I'll turn that off. Yeah, I'll turn that off now. Right, cool. Yeah, we might be able to hear me a bit better now. In actual fact, the other thing I could do as well is I could put my new set of microphones, actually, because I went and bought myself some new mics, some wireless mics. It do seem to work better on my voice, actually. But the problem is because they work so well on the voice, it's a case of they don't work well when it comes to the sound on the loud. So I've still got my big microphone just in front, you can just see in the top here, basically. But there we go. So, no, it all worked out well in the end. It's definitely very strange working from home. I don't get that hustle and bustle of a busy office sort of environment. However, it was quite entertaining to go in there on Monday. Man alive, they're just constantly busy there at ECT. So yeah, it's a very frantic, very busy day, very frantic place. But even working at home and doing lots of bits from home, etc., I've actually found that the week has basically passed so quickly, and it's just shocking how quick it's gone. But yeah, so it's great, actually. Let's just see if I can catch up with the chat a little bit. Spinning wheel, I hope not. I'm guessing that's just you. Well, that's something, a pity. When things go wrong, club will be miffed too. Yes, the club was certainly miffed. Howdy, folks. Hot dog pilot Andy. Good evening. I did miss your live stream earlier. We had our mother-in-law here. We had our mother-in-law. I had my mother-in-law here this weekend, or Jenna's mum here this weekend. So yeah, we've been out and about, entertaining her, treating her to lots of meals out, etc. So yeah, we've had a nice time seeing her as well, and I hope she's had a fab weekend. And she's on a train back up north, heading back up north now. So yeah. Right, so moving down the list. So Ellis Clark trains, woohoo, excellent, cool. I'm really happy about this, by the way. I don't know if it's coming across to you, but I am super excited to be working alongside some great people, one of which is an old friend of mine. So yeah, I'm really excited to be working alongside her. Nikki, if you're listening, watching, etc., good evening. You did say you were going to come in the chat and try and embarrass me, so I don't know if you have, or I have tried or anything, and I've just missed your comment. But yeah. So yeah, super excited to be working alongside her, and I think she's excited to be working with me as well, because she can basically pawn off a lot of the stuff that she hates doing to me, basically. So yeah, really excited. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good, actually. So yeah, I'm super excited to put my stamp on some things, to put my thoughts and my sort of ideas and what I like doing and all this sort of stuff straight into things. So yeah, no, I'm super excited. I really am. Really am. Right, so in terms of what's been happening with the layout, well, not a lot. Basically, this has been one heck of a crazy busy month. It's just been mad. Can anyone suggest an alternative to layering spray? Yes. Go for, you've got a choice of either hairspray or you can use varnish, basically. That seems to work quite well. But yeah. So, already working from home for 5 years now. No traffic, no travel. Yeah, that's the weirdest thing. My commute to work in the morning is literally 5 steps out of my back door of my house. So that is, again, really strange. I'm working out here, which I'm not sure if it's a good idea or a bad idea. There's lots of distractions in here. But I have this week avoided temptation as much as I can, and this week I've got to go into the office as well, so that's really going to help me avoid temptations. So I've done a little bit of work today. I'll just go to camera 3. Hopefully that changes over. Oh, you can't really see it, but this roadway has now been started to basically been made up, etc. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So done that as well. I've had a little bit of play around with cameras as well. You can see obviously there's insulation going around the top of the walls and all this sort of stuff. That's basically just to keep it a little bit warmer in here, because it is quite expensive to heat it up out here. So I am looking at alternative heating systems. However, the car is in for a big service on Tuesday. I'm going to drop it off and basically I'm just going to hand him the key and just say be gentle, because I know it's going to be a lot of money. So yeah, forgot to say, John, I've managed to get hold of an ESU lock programmer. Excellent. I've been updating chips and getting used to it. Thanks for the advice. Awesome. Really cool, Tim. If you ever fancy having a play with one of my sound files or anything like that in something you've got, let us know and I'll see what I can do to sort you out. That's pretty cool. Excellent. Working from home, 10 a.m. meeting in my pajamas. Unlimited access to the fridge is bad too. Well, conveniently, I'm not in the house, so I don't have quite that unlimited access to the fridge. But anyway, I don't think I would do the. I don't think I could turn up to a 10 a.m. meeting in pajamas, though. I think that might be a bit scruffy for me. Plus, I had to actually walk out of my house to get in here, so yeah, it's like a little outbuilding. So yeah, basically, I'm not coming outside in my pajamas, especially when it's cold outside. And my pajamas are only shorts and t-shirt, so that would be really, really cold and unpleasant for me. So yeah, I've done a bit of work on the layout just this afternoon. Basically, just do a few little bits and bobs, etc. So I've moved a few cameras around. So for instance, if I go to the tunnel camera, that's not the tunnel camera. That's the tunnel camera. Excuse me. Crikey, is it really that long since I did it? So yeah, I've moved that camera. Basically, it's come up a little bit and then across. So I can now see down this side of the shed, or the far side of the shed if it was me, because obviously I'm over here. So yeah, that camera's moved, and I quite like the position it's got to the track now. Actually, you can actually see some of the track detail and see it off down the line. So that's pretty cool. Working from home, the new take on smart casual shirt, tie, certain tie, jump bottoms. Yeah, I could try that actually, considering the cameras doesn't really pick up my trousers or anything like this. So yeah, that's pretty funny. Yes, John, that would be great. I'd be interested in a sold file for the Acura Scale 37s. Ooh. If you have, or a Hornby 08 shunter. With a Hornby 08 shunter, you can actually get the 08 mainly from thingy. Have I got an 08 shunter file? I'm just wondering. I might have to speak to a man for you, but if you can get me a serial number across, then yes, I can certainly sort out an 08 file for you. That's not a problem. And a 37 file, actually, thinking about it, because I do actually have my own class 37 file. So it won't sound exactly like the Acura Scale ones, but it's my own sort of take, and I do have a nice long 2-minute startup on it actually. So that's pretty cool. Not good for Facebook groups. John, can you get Thomas out, please? As me missus would like to hear that you got the sound in as well. Yeah, I'll have to go and fetch it out of a box actually, because obviously it went to the show. So do excuse me a sec. I just thought if I was actually wearing my wireless microphone, you guys could actually hear me. Yeah, wherever I am basically. We'll go back to camera 4. And there you can see Thomas. Yeah. But yeah, basically Thomas is a bit of a jokey sort of thing that I've done. It's pretty cool. I like it. And of course Thomas wouldn't be complete without. Of course I better stop it before I get like a copyright strike or something like that on me, but yeah. Again, I don't know how well that comes across.
Now, if you were a steam engine, you would run on a pair of reliable rails. Rubbish. Cinders and ashes. You can't catch me.
And of course, he does make a lot of funny little cameo sort of things. But anyway, so yeah, Jake, I hope your missus appreciates that. Yeah, I'll push him back there as well. And the eagle-eyed viewer amongst us may actually notice he's got a bit of a funny face at the moment, but yeah, I'm working on getting a new face I've worked on getting a new face for him. So basically, that's cool. Can you hear that fine? I don't know. I hope you can.
Excuse me.
It is very funny, actually. A really useful engine, yes. So right, that basically brings me on to sort of the next thing. So cameras. Sorry, we're going through cameras, weren't we? So number 7, the tunnel camera. That's obviously been moved, etc. Now we've gone and basically got this camera now as well. So you got that camera. We do have the old original overhead camera, which I don't know if anybody actually remembers this camera from long ago. But that is still actually there, and I'm still trying to sort of find a way of using it, etc. So yeah, I need to figure out. But what I've also done now is I've also put another camera in the signal box. Now, I only threw this in probably about an hour before the live stream. So yeah, I'm ever so sorry that it's not particularly the best of views. Yeah. I might need to rethink that camera a little bit. So, yeah, answers on a postcard where we think that one should go, because it's not going to stay there. I'm quite disappointed in that. I was hoping it would give me more of a view down the track, but it doesn't. Obviously, that hedge is right in the way. We scrump that hedge down a bit. Maybe that makes it a little bit. Man, not really. It's because there's a big wall there, basically. So yeah, I need to have a look at that and say, what? Whoa! Hold on a minute. Flymo Cherubins 1 saying hello to Shanine Gay. What are you doing? What are you doing here? You're supposed to be enjoying your holiday with your other son. Are you actually in the chat? No way. I can't see her in the chat. Where's she gone? No way. Well, I can't see her in the chat, Flymo. So yeah, but anyway, if anybody's wondering, Shanine Gay is basically my mum. So yeah, she's probably registered and come online and everything like that. So I'll say hi to mum and dad and my brother and his lovely partner, and of course the little man Christopher. So yeah, Christopher, if you can hear me, mate, hello. It's Uncle John. Ah! Perhaps I should get a sound file for Toby. Oh dear. Well, yeah. The plan is to do a few of them. But anyway, so yeah, better than the view in the night at Keighley. I don't know. But anyway, there we go. So yeah, the camera view isn't particularly great. It's not. It's not great. So yeah, bring the camera forward. I'd love to, but the biggest problem I have is it's situated in the signal box. So it's actually built in the signal box building itself. So yeah, hello John's mum, says Peter Jackson Cheadleheath. If you have the top chat selected sometimes, oh right, thank you, yes, because of course I'm not on the right chat. Hey, there we go, I can see her now. Yeah, no, it's because of all this nonsense with the live stream and it flaking out at the start. But yes, there we go. Right, I can see the comments now. There we go. That's much better. Christopher is watching too. Is that a Weissman truck you can see in the background? It is. Well spotted. That is actually my little present that I bought back from Hamburg, actually. So I bought some of the track, the magnetic wire. I bought the controller, and I bought the little truck back as well. So my plan is to do a few little funky things in there, etc. So that should be pretty cool. So yeah, look forward to that. Busy tonight, 38 watching. No, I really do appreciate that. That is absolutely fantastic. the youngsters enjoying the stream. I don't know. He'll probably be looking at the screen, going, "I know that person from somewhere, but I don't know where." I watched Thomas the Tank Engine as a child. I think we all did, actually. You can't really be a model railway person if you didn't watch Thomas the Tank Engine when you were younger. But anyway, that's brilliant. Oh, crikey. Oh, yeah. Oh, crikey, I need to go down. Yeah, oh, go on, bring the Carson. Johnny, please bring the Carson vehicles next time, because I'll tell you what, we can have so much fun driving them around all the sections of this layout. It'd be really funny. You could drive it underneath the bridge. You could drive it underneath the bridge and up the other side. That would be really funny to do. I'm still watching one on eBay, actually, so I'm not going to say too much because I don't want anybody else to go and pinch it away from me, basically. What's going on here? Flymo Chairman 1, welcome Shanine and John. Well, John is actually my dad. That's the other thing. So in the house it was Big John and Little John, because every time my mum shouted John, the pair of us responding. So yeah. Is that the A4 you see in the background? That is indeed the A4 you see in the background. It's basically been pushed to one side at the moment. But there we go. Hit the like button, subscribe, share if you haven't already. Thank you so much, Flymo. Really do appreciate that. Right, that brings me on to the next thing as well. Now, I'll have to do that because otherwise you won't see. So this is basically one of the camera units that I use on the layout. So it's a little tiny camera there. Now, believe me, these are quite big compared to the ones that I saw in Miniature Wonderland. I'd love to know where they got them from, and I bet they're probably about 5 times more expensive than these. These are about £25, and they do the job quite well. But yeah, this one here. So in the comments, I'll do a little video, basically. But in the comments, I'll do a little pan round of the layout, and I basically want you, the viewer, to choose where this camera is going to go. Okay? So watch out for a video on my channel. All I'll do is I'll just do a little pan round of the layout. But you, as the viewer, can basically say where you want this camera to go. Alright? The other thing is, as well, is also as the viewer, if you see a suggestion by somebody else and you like it, you need to either like it or love heart it or whatever they call it. So basically like the comment, and basically the one with the most likes at the end, I will say in 2 weeks, basically, because that way it gives me enough time to fit this camera, and then basically that camera will be live on the next stream. So the next stream will be the 24th of March. Now, I will just say that is a day after my birthday. So yeah, that'll be an interesting live stream. But yes, so go to the chat, go to the comments and everything like that. See other people's comments or suggest the place yourself, etc. And basically what we're going to do is I'm going to install this camera wherever gets the most likes, suggestions, etc. So this camera here will be basically going on the layout somewhere, as voted for by you guys, as commented by you guys. So yeah, if you can do that for me, that'd be great. I will do the sort of pan round live. I'll probably do it tonight, actually, after I finish the live stream, actually. Just that way you guys get a good overview of the layout, etc. And you can then choose where you want the camera to go. Now, obviously, I'll be monitoring the chat as well, and the comments, etc. And if there's a place that is suggested and the camera is already there, then obviously I will remove that comment. So ever so sorry if that is one of your places, but yeah, that'll be the way to go. John, have you got one of those ESU decoder testers? I have 2, actually. I have one over here on my tester, my test track, my lock programmer, etc. And I also have an earlier one just here. Basically, I've modified the speaker for one of my own speakers. Yes, I used to make speakers all those years ago. But yeah, the downside is this one doesn't have enough function lights on it, so I've had to replace it over the years. But yeah, I have spare. Well, I have many spares actually, because I've also got the Zimmo one as well. So there we go. Nathan, think it would look good up the top of the coal chute over the yard. Ooh, that'd be an interesting one. How would I fit it? Would be the next problem. But yeah, are they worth getting? Most definitely. Saves you a lot of hassle loading it prior to fitting it in the loco, etc. So yes, definitely worth getting it. Right. So camera, position, etc. Right. New locomotives. We'll go to this camera. Right, we'll turn Thomas off, because otherwise he's just going to go off all night. So, before I left Rails of Sheffield, I decided in my infinite wisdom that I would basically go and buy myself a loco before I left. So this is one of the Rails of Sheffield exclusive locomotives. I'll turn all the lights on basically, but what I'll do is I'll basically just bring it forward for you guys to see. So this has obviously gone through my little rigmarole of tweaking and checking and changing things, etc. So yeah, things are certainly changed on it. Oh, have I got it on the track right? It seemed to hunt a little bit there. But yeah, so new locomotive. This was basically acquired from Rails of Sheffield just before I left there, and it's basically a model of their exclusive 37-610. It doesn't really do it justice on that camera, does it? Maybe I'll run it further down the line. Hang on. If I go to that, this new position might serve a purpose here. So let's put the sound on, really, shouldn't I? It's quite loud, this one as well, actually. Go a tiny bit further forward. Whoops. So yeah, so that is one of the rail exclusives, 37-610. So really quite. I just liked the livery, really. Every time I kept seeing it at when I was working for them, I kept sort of like doing lots of bits and bobs, etc. Yes, you can see a little 009 locomotive on the workbench there. That is for a friend. I'm putting a stay alive in it, actually. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Please link, please, for the camera. I will do the video, and then I'll basically leave it in the comments of here. So yeah, that'll be pretty good. John JMC, have you met the new work security dog yet? Albert is fantastic. If there was a So when I got there, basically we went off and we basically had a Chimwag and lots of paperwork and all this sort of stuff and everything like this. And little Albert sat next to me on the chair and basically cuddled into my leg and then put his head rested his head on my leg. Now I was told that I was quite privileged, so you know, for me that was just great because it was like acceptance. Yeah, it basically acceptance by, you know, the member of the team. So that was pretty cool. I did like that, actually. It was very cute. He's such a cute little dog as well. He's really as cute as anything, and he's so fluffy and just I don't want to say he's not like barky or jumpy or anything like that. You meet a dog sometimes, they're very excitable and they're scatting all over the place and they're running around and they're jumping all over you and barking and all this sort of stuff. But not Albert. He's an awesome little dog, actually. even Jenna said, you know, lovely little dog. So yeah, we're not pet people. We're not. You know, it's horrible for me to say that, but you know, we don't mind cats, we don't mind dogs and all this sort of stuff. We don't want a cat and dog of our own, basically. But Albert is proper cute, proper lovely. Yeah, and I think even Jenna said that she'd probably have a dog like Albert, to be honest. So yeah, that was great. Hot dog pilot Andy. So where are you work-wise now? Right. When you getting a dog then, says Ian Jeffries. Not yet, mate. Definitely not yet. But where am I working, Andy? So you missed it earlier. I'm working at Ellis Clark Trains now, basically. I work for them, which is... it's just... you can't make this stuff up. You really can't. But yeah, so... fantastic. Right, so, sorry, moving on. So what I'll do is I'll get that one out of the way. So I bought that one before I left. So that's been around for a while. It's just the fact that I've not had really a chance to sort of show it off, get it out, play with it, that kind of thing, etc. But I was at the Doncaster show a few weeks ago. Bumped into Alan in the chat as well. We had a little Chimwag as well. And at the same token, I also... oh, where is it? Moving. So while I was at the show, this kind of caught my eye. And I wasn't really looking for one at the time, but it sort of caught my eye and I thought, oh, that's interesting. And there was a little problem with it. Now, I bought this from Tony's Trains in Rugby, and basically the exact wording on the box was horns. I can't remember exactly what was written on the box now, but basically the horns weren't working properly or anything like this. So you know, I did get this one for a bit of a steal. As I said, I wasn't looking for one, but basically it was too good. It was too good an offer, really. It was too good an offer for me to basically turn down. Oh, that's interesting. I need to have a look at that. So yeah, 37001. Oh, I've got the flange squeal selected. Huh, that's quite funny. So yeah. Keep hitting buttons, as it turns out. So yeah, basically 37001 basically came home with me that day as well. Now, there was a little gremlin with it, which basically meant that the file in the locomotive needed to be reloaded. So that's been sorted, and basically the horns are now working correctly as they should. Whoops, excuse me. So yeah, another 37 has joined the fleet. So yeah, if you guys are counting, that's 10 now. I'm up to 10 class 37s, 10 of the Acura scale class 37s. So that's mad. That's crazy. Yeah. What am I going to do with all these 37s? It's crazy. Timber Surf, got a run. Oh, Timber Surf, I didn't even realise you were in, so I do apologise. I've had a bit of problems with the live stream tonight, so my chat hasn't been working correctly, but yeah, really do appreciate you popping in, and have a good one. Tim, have I had any motor issues? No, I've not had a single motor issue on any of my 37s. I am, however, changing the CV53. I do change it back to 100. I do change it up to 130, and then I drop CV5 to 180. I don't know if that's the reason why, but as I said, I do not have. Still a long way to go. 47s. Wow, that's crazy. I don't know if that's the reason why. I don't know if that's saving mine. Or anything like this, but basically none of my 37s have had any problems with any motors or anything like that. So yeah, quite possibly Don't know, not speculating anything, but 3047s, that is mad. That's just mad. That's bonkers, actually. That is absolutely ridiculous. I haven't run a single train tonight. Let's just run a train. Let's come and get the blue greys out of the Maybe I need another maybe I need another camera looking up the tunnel. Just saying. Oh, that's a bit close, isn't it? Out of focus, out of focus, out of focus. Oh, okay, maybe that's one downside to the camera going up there. It certainly looks good from this side of things. Where's my tail lights? Just noticed my tail lights aren't working on that one. Should have gone for the new camera, shouldn't I? Should have gone for that one. Yeah, that really doesn't work, that camera angle. It looks good from a signal box point of view, but yeah, definitely not from a sort of layout point of view. But anyway, right. So you need to go in there. You need to go in here. We're going to get my blue greys out of the platform. Ah, do you know what? Peter, you've hit the nail on the head there. Do you know what? I like that idea so much. I like that idea so much, Peter. Put it in the grounded van. That's a really good idea. I like that idea a lot. Yes, I like that idea a lot. So yeah, just a thought. No, in actual fact, do you know what? Let's go back to the camera because look what there is just sat there. Just there is a grounded van. A grounded van. Ah, do you know what? That's given me a lot of cool ideas now. Yeah, that has given me a really good idea now. So Peter Jackson, Cheadle Heath, that camera. Yeah. I also have. Do you know what? I'm going to use the original junction cam to show you. Actually, I also have this little building here as well. So I could bring the camera from that, bring it over here, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what? Do you know what? You've made up my mind there. I'm going to move that. I'm going to change that. Very cool idea. So sorry guys, what I'm doing at the moment is I'm waiting for a What about a camera looking out from the pipe? I'll tell you what, guys, right, hold your suggestions for a minute, because actually, let me do the video, right, and then put your comments in the actual suggestions itself as well. But yeah, definitely like that idea with the grounded van. So the camera from the new camera from the signal box, that will get moved, and yeah, we'll change that. So that's pretty cool. I like that idea. Sorry, I'm just waiting for this one to get out of the way. Missing all the action. Ali Pali, no, I will not be going to Ali Pali. Ali Pali is one of those shows that I've got to be honest, I don't enjoy at all. I find it awkward as heck. I find it a horrible place to get to. I find the actual venue horrible. I don't like it. And that's going to annoy a lot of people, because there are lots of people out there that really do like it and all this sort of stuff. Oh, that's rubbish. That is... Well, that camera angle needs change. Maybe I need to put it on top of the tunnel. I've got to have a think about some of these camera angles. That is just rubbish. That is absolute rubbish. Oh, that is rubbish. That is so bad. That's really, really bad, that one. So we'll put 3701 back in the siding. Again, I'm forgetting about this. I'm forgetting about it. Look. Missing out on all the fun there. It's a driverless loco at the moment as well. No, I will not be going to Ali Pali. Oh, I bet I've missed the opportunity. Oh no, I haven't. Quick. Got it. Got it just in time. Do you install that camera for Blake block inspection? It would be pretty good for it, wouldn't it? I don't know anyone that likes to exhibit there. Do you know what? If I'm honest, I've never exhibited there. Actually, I went with. I've never taken any of my layouts there. I have taken a. I have gone with a club layout. To the exhibition, actually. Do you know what? Let's go with that one. That one. I can't remember all my cameras. I need to put a little thing across the top here and remind me what cameras are what, actually. But yeah, I don't know. I never really liked it. I never liked it. Nope. Don't ask me why. I don't like it. I don't like it as a venue. I don't like it as an exhibitor. I didn't like it as a thing. I hate getting there. Always gone on the train or anything like this. You got that long, horrible walk up a massive hill. Yeah, so no, I won't be doing Ali Pali. Definitely not. Definitely not. Right, There is one other loco that I have acquired since coming back. I actually tied this in with going and seeing Johnny Ward, who's in the chat at the moment as well. So basically decided to go and pick up this. Bit of a whim kind of thing. Saw it, thought, do you know what? I'll go and get it. It's a pretty good deal, all this sort of stuff. So basically I went and got myself another Sutton's Class 24. Now, I'll have to go grab this one out of the cabinet because, quite frankly, I haven't received any of the bits or anything. So I need to get all the bits for the sound and all this sort of stuff, and I need to get on with it and all this sort of stuff. But the other thing is I'm thinking of doing sound installs and things, but I've also got my 70, I've got my 60, I've got my Patriot. All three of them are still waiting sound installs. I've got other people's work here as well. So I've got this little thing to finish off. I've got to finish off an 08 for, I think he was in the chat earlier. I can't see him anymore, but yeah, I've got to finish an 08, so I've got lots of lights in an 08, and then the decoder sat there, and then there's a load of wiring that needs happening to it. I've got to get another resistor board because it turns out I've got a faulty resistor board. So yeah, that's annoying. I've got some O-gauge locomotives. I've just got loads to do. But yeah, are you ready for the NEC in April? I'm ready for the NEC in April. I'm going to be there with my layout Halland, actually. So yeah, and Thomas may have to go and do some moonlighting on a very, very big exhibition layout, but that's another story. So yeah, so right, let me just go and right, I'll go to the big camera. So yeah, I've got another Sutton's Class 24. This is D5000, and I thought it was too good to miss out on. Basically, as you can see, the body is off at the moment because basically I'm waiting for all the bits to come to do install. So if you ever wonder what's inside a Sutton's 24, there you go, basically. Because not a lot of people are brave enough to take the body shells off on these, but they just unclip. So again, it's no different to like the Curascale 37 or anything like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, so you got two speakers, two 18 by 13 millimeter speakers that need to go in it as well. These have some little plugs, so I need to get the plugs. I'm also going to get the hall sensor as well and stick the hall sensor underneath there as well, because this one will again have working AWS just like my other one. So yeah, definitely got that sorted out there. So that'll be cool. And then I need to get in theory I should get a Plux 22 decoder from Zimo for it, but I actually know a little cheat or a workaround for these that I can basically move a couple of plugs, and then I can use just the standard ESU 24, much to the disgust of the main man who manufactured these and spec'd them for a certain decoder. When I did say I was going to be putting an ESU decoder in it with a certain sound file, he did sort of shrug at me and if that's what you want to do. But no, there's nothing wrong with Philip. Philip's a nice bloke, actually. I like Philip a lot, to be fair. I get on well with him. So yeah, so D5000, that will have a sound install, etc. at some point. The cabinet, put him back in the cabinet. Dun, 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 dun. Right, so have you still got your 52? No, I sold one 52 and then I got rid of another 52 fairly recently, which I did lots and lots of stuff with it. But anyway, so exhibitions for me. So next Saturday the 16th, yes, Saturday the 16th, I will be at the workshop, the Crossings. Basically, so there's a little show going on in workshop, so I'm taking my little byway MPD layout. And on the Sunday, I will then pay a visit to Gilling East. What's this EWS chip thing about? EWS? No. No. So I put an ESU chip in them, but what I do is I fit a hall sensor to the model, which allows me to then have a magnet in the track, which then gives me the ability to program in working AWS to the model. So if you go and look at some of my videos, you will see that I actually have a working AWS. So basically, you'll drive the loco in, you don't touch anything, the loco goes over a magnet in the track, you'll get the AWS horn, so the horn's sounded, and then basically what happens is if you don't acknowledge the horn by just tapping the brake key just quickly, excuse me, the the train will go into an the locomotive will go into an emergency brake. So yeah, it's on my channel. Do go and have a look at that. That's pretty cool. Excuse me. Yeah, but do go and have a look at that. That's pretty cool. Basically, it's a cool little feature that I've basically made in, because I don't understand why a lot of people don't use the hall sensor to do anything with it. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, workshop show 16th. That will be with Byway MPD, and then on the Sunday I will be up at the Gilling East, the Rydale Model Engineering Society. Unfortunately, both the steam locomotives are currently out of ticket, so I need to get boiler tests done on both of them. So we will come along for a visit. We will probably bring Jenna's Class 08 with us, 5-inch gauge, and yeah, then we'll basically just have a bit of a play around in the shunter's yard, or we'll see what happens basically. But yeah, so that'll be pretty cool. And then of course the next exhibition that I've got penned in the diary is Halland. Halland will be going to the Key Model World Live, which some of you may have heard about. You know, it's this exhibition that's happening in April that Pete Waterman's going to basically do a 200 and something odd feet layout, that sort of thing. Phil Morton's got something to do with that, I believe, but you know, don't quote me on that. I think he'll say he's got nothing to do with it or anything like that. So yeah, where can I view your other channel? My other channel? I don't have another channel, so just John JMC, and basically just search for John JMC. It'll come up, and then there's a video in there for working AWS, etc. So by all means do look at that. Internet, I've already commented on the fact that my internet service provider at the moment is severely letting us down. So yeah, I'll be changing the internet. So yeah, that'll be sorted hopefully soon. 208 feet. Oh, sorry, for some reason I said 207, didn't I? But yeah, 208 feet. We had a prairie lumbering around in the back garden for the GL5 rally at Gilling yesterday. Woohoo! Excellent. That'd be cool. Make sure all your bearings are all good and all seated in properly, Johnny. You'll probably need that locomotive at the weekend. But yeah, so I need to get the 4F reticketed, etc. So yeah, I need to sort that out at some point as well. Oh, the Eagle viewer among you might actually see that I've got a new chair as well. So this is my wife's old chair. So she got a new chair from her work. So I ended up with her old one. So the old purple thing that I used to sit on and lumber around on has gone. So yeah, Fly Mode Chairman 1, thank you so much for posting the thing on the crossings there. So guys, do come and, if you are local to Worksop or anything like that, do come and check it out. I will be there with Byway MPD as well. So yeah, that'll be a good show for you guys to check in on if you're about. Seven and a quarter inch gauge 67. Is that by any chance the Abbott's Model Engineering one? Woohoo, that's close to the platform, isn't it? Oh, do you know what I've just noticed? Where's Richard? Richard's not on the bridge. MIA. Where is he? Here he is. Oh, Richard, what are you doing? Hiding in a box. Hiding in a box, quick, we need to put... Need to put our resident train spotter back on the bridge. There he is. There we are. Richard has been returned. So basically, because he wasn't at the Keithley show, I decided to take the little model of Richard to the show to basically, so everyone basically saw him there. Apparently, he had so many pictures of people sending that to him. It was funny as heck. So yeah, I quite like that. But there we go. Right. Correct. Yes. Okay. Cool. Peter Jackson, Cheadle Heath. Byway is an amazing layout. It changes colour from night and day, and with all the firebox glows, it's brilliant. Have you seen the fact that it does thunder and lightning yet, Peter? Yes, it has a little strobe light in it, and it also has a speaker mounted up under the lighting helmet that basically plays rain and thunder and lightning, basically. So yeah, I've got all the sound effects to it. I can't actually do rain or thunder itself, or lightning even, but there we go. Chat, answer me a question. Forget rule 1 for a second. Can you have a footbridge on a TMD depot layout to access the engine shed? Are there examples in real life? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are examples in real life, to be honest. So yeah, managed to get a good deal on a second-hand one and 2 8-foot carriages with a livery. That's very cool, Nathan. By any chance was it... trying to think. It wasn't... oh, what's the name of that blooming shop? Garden Railway Specialists in Princess Risborough, excuse me. So that's pretty... yeah, that'd be cool. Donkett's Dad's Rail. Good evening, John and everyone. Hello, mate. Good to see you in the chat. I hope you're well. Blimey, 38 in the chat. That's pretty cool. I did have 41 at some point, but I have no idea how many likes I have, guys. So yeah, if you can hit the like button for me, that would be much appreciated. Obviously, I have been off for about a month now, so I'm ever so sorry about that. I've been very, very busy. I've had a job change as well. So yeah, shut down the shed. Ooh. Back in 5, shut down the shed. I don't know what that means. No, I guess it means he's going to go and shut down his shed. But there we go. Yeah. What else? I honestly, there's been so much going on. I honestly have no idea. I honestly have no idea what to say, what to do. It's just been such a busy, manic time. Oh yes, love it when my uncoupler works. Chris Jones, congratulations on the new, well, congrats on the new job, should I say? Thank you very much. Really do appreciate it. Don't know if any of my fellow colleagues are in the chat. Actually, maybe I should have screenshotted them and basically said I was doing a live tonight, and then see if any of them came in to stalk me. That'd have been quite funny, wouldn't it? I saw someone say about the my point motor noises. Yeah, they are really noisy, aren't they? But I've also got the little signal box sounds as well. So yeah. Oh, that's rubbish as well. They make the cool noise, John. Sound like the Terminator. Well, I've not heard them so called that before, but there we go. Oh my goodness! I've even got a new mouse in here. Like the old mouse, the old Asda mouse died, so I got my old laptop mouse and using that again now. We've got to go round to the engine shed anyway, thinking about it. Oh, let's get the back 5, actually. If it will come alive. It will. Woo. Stevie Film, good evening. I hope you're well. Thank you. I'm really glad I've stayed. I am actually really glad I've stayed in the model railway industry myself. Actually, so you guys will see me at shows with the Ellis Clark guys as well. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, it just keeps my name in the world basically. So that's pretty cool. Exciting stuff. There must be loads of unsold Hatton stock, not necessarily rolling stock, but other stuff. Where did it all go? Sorry, I have no idea. Oh, I'm going the wrong way as well. Anyone, can you get a 3-way point from Pico? Yes, you can. In code 100 and code 75 in 00 gauge. I have 3 of them sat to one side at the moment for my new layout when I eventually get round to building one. But there we go. Will you be at Crewe in a couple of weeks, John? Isn't that the same weekend as my birthday, the 23rd and 24th? I think it is. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I think it's the 23rd and 24th. Technically I do kind of get the privilege of saying what do I want to do that weekend, as it's my birthday on the 23rd. So yeah, maybe I'll say to Jenna, let's go to Crewe for the weekend and maybe pop into a model railway exhibition. What's the price? Blimey, I have no idea. I mean, I recently got 2 from Doncaster off Sophie at Ellis Clark are at the Crewe show, are they? Oh, okay. I'll ask the question then. I wasn't aware of that. I guess I could go. I could say I could go. Yeah, that'd be cool. £40. Yeah, I think they are about £40 each. I think I bought 2 off Sophie, and she did me a good deal on them. So yeah. Oh, it's the O gauge one. Oh, okay. Well, to be honest, I do need to have a look at some O gauge stuff because, yeah, working for Ellis Clark could be dangerous. I could end up getting another gauge. And while we're on the subject of Ellis Clark as well, you know that lovely Midland Compound 1000 that I got recently? Really nicely weathered, all that sort of stuff. Any guesses where that came from? Oh! Another news as well. Thinking about it. Excitement in the realms here. Okay, right. So we go to Ellis Clark, and obviously you got Ellis Clark, Clark Rail Works, and all this sort of stuff, and everything like that. And my wife goes on there and starts hunting through the site and all this sort of stuff, and she realises, get this, she realises they've got an N scale starter set with the Hornby Azuma, with the Kato Azuma. So I ended up buying her it. So my wife has gone and got into N gauge, which is absolutely, like, fab. It's awesome. My wife is into model railways. That's just so cool. Honestly, I'm super excited about this, by the way. Yeah. So yeah, my wife is now started doing N-gauge and all this sort of stuff. And while we're on the subject of N-gauge as well, I had a star buy. I had the ultimate star buy at the Keighley Model Railway show, actually. So yeah, while we were at the Keighley show, right, I was wandering around and all this sort of stuff, and I come across Frizinghall. Now, I obviously know Frizinghall from earlier days when I used to work for Digitrains and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, ended up having a conversation with them and all this kind of stuff. And I saw on their stand a Kato FEF3 locomotive, right? It was 838, not 844, which is obviously the one they've still got in preserve and all this sort of stuff. But yeah, they had it on their stand for £90. Now I'm a bit cheeky, so I basically said, what would you take for it, like this sort of thing, and they offered it to me for £85, like this sort of thing. So £85, yes, I had it, all this sort of stuff. But then I came away with it and all this sort of stuff, and I thought, you know what, I swear I've seen these locos for a lot more money. So I had a look online, and yeah, if you just go on eBay and type in Kato FEF3, I'm not even going to say it on camera because honestly I was staggered that I got it for this price. I'm really happy I got it at this price. So yeah, very cool, very awesome.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Turn that down a bit. So yeah, this was my star buy at the show, basically. But yeah, the 484, yep. So yeah, I got that at the Keighley show, and I bought it for £85. I am made up with that purchase because honestly, it runs beautifully. It's so good, so slow, runs really well and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, fantastic. Alex Den, Ellis Clark Trains is my favourite O-gauge model railway shop. Perfect place for me to buy O-gauge trains and wagons for the garden. Absolutely awesome. I can see me doing something O-gauge in the garden if I can convince the wife to let me. But we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I mean, she's already got she's got the Kato tram in N-gauge. She's got one of the Dapol N-scale class 68s, which is the TPE livery one. 'Cause she loves that livery. So yeah, she's got that. Then she's got a Kato. It was like this again at Doncaster. We spotted it. It was like a little silver and orange Japanese train. Flymo Chairman 1 sticking it up on the site. Excellent. Oh, I'm going to click the link to that now. That's quite funny. How many yen can you buy it for? It doesn't look like that. No, it doesn't look like that. It's not the 88441, but yeah, it's the. Oh, it's on there though. Yeah. Nice little videos with it. Oh, I've missed it. Darn. I shouldn't have come out that way. I should have gone the other way, but never mind. I love it. It's in dollars. I love it that it's in dollars. That's quite funny. She needs an ES1, lovely little loco, not DCC though. I'd make it DCC. To be honest, this one that I got, the FEF, wasn't DCC, but I could very, very easily make it DCC. So that wouldn't be a problem. Yeah. Well, honestly, there's been so much happening and so much going on. So you'll soon be getting an Ellis Clark back 5. Not soon. Not soon. I already have one. Yeah. I have this nice black 5 though. I'm not sure if I like the sound on this one, so I might change the sound file, to be honest. I don't like that wheezy, hissy sort of noise. I have to change it, I think. But I say we're gonna cut the coaching stock quite early. Donk. I quite like this black 5 as well because it's different in the sense that the lamp bracket is in a completely different place. It's on the front of the door, so again that's really bizarre as well. So yeah, I like that about this black 5. Dum, 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 dum. Oh yeah, cool. Cool. Hot dog pilot Andy, you're in good spirits, John. I'll have what you're having. Thanks, mate. I really appreciate that. No, I've had a lot of problems recently. I've had a lot of things going on. So it's just really nice for everything to kind of work out. I was really upset that I was sort of having to leave model railway world job wise and all this sort of stuff, and things have changed and come along, and really excited to be working with Ellis Clark and the guys there. It's honestly I think this is probably why I ended up with like chest infection and all this sort of stuff. I've literally been up and down for weeks with different things, different problems, all this sort of stuff. It's been an absolute roller coaster. One door closes, another opens. Yeah. Honestly, it's been very emotional at times. I can't. Yeah. I don't really know what to say. It's just been such a crazy month. So I apologise to you guys that obviously you've not had any live streams or anything like that. I really do appreciate everyone's support and kind words with regards to my health and all this sort of stuff. It's just It's just crazy. It's just mad. It really is. But yeah, I'm really happy that I'm staying in the model railway industry. I'm really happy that I'm going to be going to more shows and more exhibitions and all this sort of stuff. At the end of the day, what can I say, guys? It's my hobby. It's everything I love. My mum bought me a T-shirt for Christmas that was "Eat, Sleep, Trains, Repeat." I don't know where she found it, but honestly, just absolutely cracking T-shirt, like this sort of thing. And that is pretty much my life. I love this hobby. I love this industry. I come out here in the evenings after work, and I still carry on and do things in my hobby. I've got locos all on the side, admittedly. All right, I've got a lot of things to catch up on now for the last month and all this sort of stuff. But yeah, thank you all so much for the wonderful support and all the kind words that I've been getting as well. Being settled in one place will do you good, John. You've also got people who... Oh, I hate this heart thing. It always gets in the way. Who know and like you in the model railways. Known in the big railway too. Yeah, it's quite. It's bizarre to think just how much my name gets around and all this sort of stuff. It is really bizarre. It's very humbling and very... I can't think of the word, but it's awesome. It really is. Well, that just took a massive turn there. Sorry. Yeah, no. I'm as I said, I'm really excited. I'm really happy that I'm staying in the model railway world. Really happy that I'm going to be working with some like-minded people, some great people as well. Some of them I already know through different means. Faye, for instance, I know Faye from 5-inch gauge actually. Just honestly, yeah. It's just been an absolute whirlwind of emotions. It really has. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Should I run a train? Sorry, let's run a train. I'm being all weird, aren't I? Let's run a train. Actually, what I was going to do, I was going to look at something quickly. Just going to have a quick look at something. Is Arranville even here? Sorry, you say about that, and it's just like I've not seen Arranville in the comments. Where is it? He was earlier. Where is he? He was. That's interesting. I might have to dig it out. Actually, I need to get some I need to get some trains out of the way. Though that's the problem. This is always the problem I face with that thing. It's too big. Too big, gets in the way. Ah. That's annoying. I wanted to do something there, but it's not worked out. Never mind. Let's get it out the way. Da, 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 da. Phil Morton, have a good one, mate. I'll see you soon. And yeah, keep it up. So, right, just going to get this one out of the way. I need to send it off down the track. Just need to pull this one a little bit further forward. I haven't run the Blue Pullman for so long. Is it going to fit? I don't know if that's going to fit. Just need to butt that up against. Right, well, if Aaronville is still in the chat, which I don't know if he is or isn't. I haven't run this for so long, by the way. I've actually forgotten just how loud this thing is. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. No, I'm not. Right. That should be selected for me to drive over. That doesn't sound good either. Yeah, that's going to be close. Just right. But anyway, there we go. Right. What's the difference? Oh, no, the Blue Pullman. No, this is the Midland Pullman. It's a blue. It's otherwise known as the Blue Pullman, but this is a Midland Pullman. So this is the original one. So, yeah, the Blue Pullman is basically the HST one. So this is the original Class 251, basically from back in the 60s, I want to say. I need to double check that, but basically, yeah, this was the Pullman Company's basic response to trying to do sort of upmarket trains and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, do have a look at the original Pullman. Hey, look, Aaronville is in the chat. There he is. Look at that. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, Aaron, just for your tradition there, mate. So yeah, we've got the Blue Pullman running. I haven't run it for quite ages, to be honest. 61. There you go. Look at that. Joe, it's got to be something said about the Midland Pullman, right? It is a phenomenal, nice train. And it was one of those things that I always said that when I had a layout that was big enough, I was going to have one. It's nice to say I own one, but if I'm honest, it gets in the way an awful lot. Original and best, definitely Hot Dog Pilot. It definitely is the original. It definitely is the best. Yeah, I need to spend some time though and go through each one of the carriages and put some figures and all sorts in there. Whoops. apply brakes. Bit of a sharp stop there, sorry. And as you can see, it only just fits. So yeah, I worked this out a while back actually. The 4 Mark 1s are basically 1050 millimeters. So by the time you put a loco on the front of that as well, it's yeah. Wasn't the Falcon the sole member of the Class 53s? Yes, I think it was. I think it was, I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up, to be honest. But yeah, the Blue Pullman is 1640 millimeters long. So yeah, the fact that it just fits in the station is pretty good though. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, I'm about 5 minutes off from the end of the live stream. We'll do a quick little sort of send it round. I made a boo-boo there, I think. Ah! Have I changed direction? Yes, I have. Four and a half feet long. Hmm, 1800 is 6 feet, I think, off the top of my head. So yeah, probably is about. I should really measure it properly, really, in old money. Spad! Went for a red. Whoops. Yeah. Well, actually, let's go to camera. Let's go to this one. That should look quite good coming along there. A bit jerky, that camera, isn't it? Or is it smooth? Does that look smooth to you guys, or is it a bit jerky? I can't tell. Oh, actually, I can watch my own playback. Actually, hang on. Yeah, it is a little bit jerky, isn't it? Yeah, went for a red. Maybe ABC is needed there. Quite possibly. The only problem I have with ABC on this one is because it's at blooming two ends. Because basically the train has a power car at each end, I need to basically extend my ABC sections so they're twice as long, really. Jerky and froze a little bit. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. So it could be the issues I've been having with the internet, etc. Let's go and check out. Just make sure it's going around the loop okay, which it is. On its way back to us now. As it's near the end, hi from the rest of the family, John. Hello, Ward family! Woohoo! Excellent. It looks so good. The world is now a better place. Thanks, John. When is the next chat? So the next one will be on the 24th. So Sunday the 24th. And a hi to all the gay family members. Excellent. So yeah, the 24th, so Sunday the 24th at 7 PM will be the next live stream. And yeah, obviously do remember to get your comments in for the where's the new camera gonna go. So new camera just here. So that needs a home on the layout, and you guys as the viewers get to pick where that's going. I've already had a suggestion to move the new signal box one that's over there. That is now going to be moved, so yep, keep an eye out for that one. So thank you very much for that. And yeah, well, what can I say? Thank you very much, guys. I really do appreciate your time again. It's good to be back. Hopefully the live stream won't play up the next time. So yeah, I see Jenna still on the bridge. She is indeed still on the bridge, keeping an eye on things, making sure I'm not getting into trouble. I would say she's making sure I'm not buying too many model railway stuff, but now she's buying model railway stuff for us. So yeah, I'm not sure which is worse, me or her, but there we go. Anyway, where to put the new camera setting? Yep. So anyway, really appreciate you guys dropping in tonight. Thank you ever so much. Second week at Ellis Clark Trains. Sounds so weird saying that, but it's also so cool. Obviously get to stay in the model railway industry, which I was really upset that I wasn't going to be able to, but it turns out I am. So that's fab. Anyone from Ellis Clark Trains watching, hello. And yeah, really appreciate it again, guys. Thank you ever so much. Good night, and I'll see you